I was actually trying to figure out if it was a good idea to make this video because I lost everything doing music. And I don't mean financially. I mean the things that are actually important to me, right? And I never want to come off as if I'm complaining because I've had and I'm having a great career. I've worked with some of the best artists in the world, the biggest artists. I've been all around the world with this. And the things that are truly important to me, or the things that I thought that were important to me, are not actually important to me at all. Because I always reflect back on myself and I say, if I knew the sacrifice that it took to get here, would I still do it? And the answer is no. The answer is no. I would have decided to do something else because at the end of the day, a lot of the cons didn't outweigh the pros. And a lot of people are so quick to size up and say, man, we want the fortune, we want the fame and this, that, and the third. But it's about what it does for your soul and actually are you misplacing your intelligence? Because me pursuing music made me develop, and running a business made me develop into a person that, man, like my sense of marketing, my sense of understanding how to do research, me learning all of these technical skills, I could apply those things to something else and still being able to maintain all of my relationships, my friendships, and especially the relationships with people like my family. A lot of people don't know, but I moved 700 miles from St. Louis to Atlanta to pursue music. Now, I had a pretty successful career in St. Louis, but I was peaking out. So the right place will always value you the right way. So it seems like as soon as I came to Atlanta, I took off. I worked at a studio called Hot Beats at this particular time. It was the hottest studio in Atlanta. Everybody, all the who's were in this particular studio. I got a chance to work with some of the biggest artists in the world. But as I progressed in my career, the distance between me and my family just got bigger and bigger and bigger. And it was hard to do certain things like, and it still is, it's hard to do things like develop relationships when it comes to dating, because it's hard to really date somebody successful in the music industry authentically. Because what you will find is a lot of people wanting to build relationships based off what you can do for them. And that's what life should be, right? Like people should be reciprocal. Relationships should be beneficial to each other. But at the end of the day, it's like you can't really fake it. You know that they're there with you because you have this status or you have this money or you know this person. It's hard to hide because at the end of the day, you're going to meet those people or source those people from your circle or either the people you're around. Because if you tell someone who's not in the industry that, oh yeah, I'm a professional songwriter or I'm this in the industry, I'm an artist, they'll typically be guarded. You think about those things often when as you become more settled in what you're doing and you try to find purpose in what does life really mean with all of this. And losing those important things and having the time to develop and deepen your relationships are something that really just bother me. Because if you're going to be a successful musician or a successful songwriter, a successful producer, especially if you're on an independent level or a major level, man, it takes so much energy to be able to stay relevant and put so much energy to working on your craft and being able to keep doing it, fending off competition and all of these different things and staying hot. It's just a task. And it comes at a sacrifice. And the sacrifice is that you never have the time to deepen the relationships that you really care about. And that's one of the most important things. Because nothing great happens without the sacrifice, right? So you have to sacrifice the time away from people that you love just to go and keep at it and keep working. So by the time that you are able to do it, is it really worth it at that point? And that's for you to decide. And I'm not saying that those kind of things will never happen for me or anybody else. It's that what I've seen that's common in this industry is just that it's hard to overcome, you know, because it's like you only eat what you kill. One of those things, man, that I just have to go back and reflect on and constantly think that if I did I do the right thing? And so far, I would say yes and no. I'm 50-50 on it because at the end of the day, it's like I would have probably taken a different approach, got the money and just did the music for fun. You know what I mean? But I'm glad that I'm able and I'm here to assist you all and able to help you with your journey as I'm still on my journey. But I have to be real with you. You know what I mean? Because of that, that is one of the most important things that you have to consider when you want to do music. It's like we only look at the pros, but we never look at the cons. Like I have a lot of industry friends that have to tour themselves into the ground because at the end of the day, their record deals are so bad that doing shows is their main source of revenue. But it's a job to them. They go to a different city. They're never able to take in the place, the people. They've essentially become robots. And me too. I've become a robot. And within what I'm doing systematically. And of course we delegate, but there's certain things that you can't delegate because at the end of the day, you're the lifeblood of the business. You know what I mean? Until you get to investor status. But it takes a long time, 20, 30 years plus to usually get over to that side. People don't really understand that if you're going to be successful in this business, you need 10 years. And I know nobody likes to hear that. You're going to need 5 to 10 successful, hardworking years to really establish something and to create a foothold in this business. Nobody wants to hear that it takes 10 years worth of work, but it does. It does. And you can shortcut it, but you be ready to pay if you're going to shortcut. If you want to shortcut it, it's going to cost you tens and hundreds of thousands of dollars, even into the millions. But, those are just some of the things that we have to think about when we're trying to size up, like what's good for us. Because being so starry-eyed, I just thought I knew what was best for me because I love doing music. I could do it without thinking about money. It was just, and being able to make money was just a plus. So that's why I thought that I belonged. But at the end of the day, and maybe this conversation comes on the eve of the economy just doing terrible. But at the end of the day, it's like even when the economy was doing great, it was like it affected everything that I had going on when it came to relationally, because I know that I had to deepen what I was doing. And I know that I had to keep working to maintain my brand, my image, my status in this business, because this is one of these businesses that you can't let up. You could be hot one year and cold the next. So it's just something to think about. And I'm not trying to persuade you or dissuade you from doing music, right? I say, if you love doing music, do music, right? What I want you to take from this message is do it in a way that you can control the outcome as much as possible. Do it in a way where you can involve your family and friends as much as possible, because that's the biggest mistake that I made. So learn from my mistakes. But I built a membership, a paid membership that is going to teach you all how to do that. Because one of the things that I wish I'd learned earlier on in life is building systems way faster. If I could start all the way back over, I would have prioritized on building systems first and then letting everything else fall in line to that. So I did a paid membership. If you want to sign up, look into the link below. I give away some of the dopest secrets to teaching you all the biggest secrets in the music industry. I've been able to successfully be in the music industry over 10 years, never needed a deal, never needed any kind of situations, never needed any outside investment, and was able to make what essentially 95% of my peers couldn't do, and that's make a living off music. So if you guys want to check that out, link below, check that out. But what do you guys think? Like, what has been your music experience doing it? What have you sacrificed just to do music? I would love to hear your stories. But it's your boy Fedarro.